and welcome to your January labor market update for the 26 counties in Northwest Minnesota. My name is Eric, and I'm the Northwest Minnesota Regional Labor Market Analyst for the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development. Over the next couple of minutes, I will cover the latest labor market updates and provide some insights into changing economic conditions across the region. If you have any questions, please feel free to check out our website or reach out to our team for more information. Minnesota's unemployment situation declined from October to November as the statewide unemployment rate increased to 4.6%. Here in the Northwest region, the unemployment rate rose to 5.0%, an increase of 0.09 percentage points. This month's data does take into account the temporary pause of restaurants and bars and the closure of fitness and entertainment centers that was enacted November 21st. The unemployment rate had been dropping for Northwest Minnesota since April, but has recorded increases for November and December. Due to the seasonal nature of Northwest Minnesota's economy, increases to the unemployment rate in winter months are not unusual, and if you compare last December's unemployment rate to this year's, the unemployment rate is actually lower than it was a year ago at this time. Northwest had the third highest unemployment rate for the 6 planning regions of the state, but is home to many of the highest unemployment rates in the state. Cass and Clearwater counties had unemployment rates of 7.4% to lead the region, while Crow Wing, Morrison, Mahnomen, Wadena, and Hubbard counties had unemployment rates greater than 6%. In contrast, rates were lowest in Clay, Wilkins, Stevens, and Traverse with unemployment rates less than 3.5%. 24 of the 26 counties saw an increase in unemployment, with Mahnomen and Lake of the Woods recording decreases. In comparison to last year, however, only 7 counties recorded higher unemployment rates than last year in December, while 17 counties actually recorded lower unemployment rates and 2 remained unchanged. The largest over-the-year increase to unemployment rates occurred in Crow Wing and Mahnomen. In sum, this represents just over 15,000 unemployed workers, which is down from a peak of around 24,000 workers in April and May. There were actually 1,000 more unemployed workers last December than this December, but the total labor force is down by over 5,000 since last December, as the pandemic has caused many people to leave the labor force for one reason or another. This month saw the release of Q3 data from the Quarterly Census of Employment and Wages, or QCEW data tool. With this data release, we can analyze those industries that were most impacted by the pandemic at a local geographical level. What follows is the employment statistics for the Northwest Planning Region, as well as the 4 economic development regions that make up the planning region. At the planning region, Northwest Minnesota decreased employment by nearly 6%, with the loss of 13,436 jobs from Q3 of 2019 to Q3 of 2020. The impacts were widespread, with 19 of the 20 industries recording employment losses. With nearly 5,000 jobs lost, accommodations and food services was the most impacted industry in the overall planning region, with a nearly 19% reduction in workforce. Educational services, manufacturing, and healthcare and social assistance decreased employment by more than 1,000 in the region. In the accommodation, the arts, entertainment, and recreation industry witnessed a nearly 20% reduction of workforce from the summer of 2019 to 2020, with the loss of 853 jobs. The lone bright spot for over-the-year employment change is the construction industry, which actually gained 90 jobs from the previous year. In Economic Development Region 1, or Northwest, there was nearly a 5% reduction in workforce, with the loss of 1,734 jobs. This economic development region saw only 13 of the 20 industries lose jobs, with the manufacturing industry bearing the brunt with 575 jobs lost, or 1/3 of all jobs lost in the region. Accommodations, food service, arts, entertainment, recreation, and healthcare and social assistance also decreased employment by 150 or more, and with a decrease of 103 jobs, the administrative and support and waste management industry lost 23.9% of its total employment. In Economic Development Region 2, or Headwaters, there was a 5.5% reduction of total employment, with the loss of 1,813 jobs from quarter 3 of 2019 to quarter 3 of 2020. Again, the impacts were widespread, with 17 of the 20 industries experiencing employment decreases, led by the accommodation and food services, which lost 1,037 jobs and decreased employment by 21%. Other industries impacted include educational services, retail trade, other services, and manufacturing, as these industries decreased employment by 100 or more in the region. It should be pointed out that the transportation and warehousing industry actually increased by 5.8%, with 53 jobs added. In Economic Development Region 4, or West Central, there was a 5.8% reduction of total employment, with the loss of 5,383 jobs from quarter 3 of 2019 to quarter 3 of 2020. Again, the impacts were widespread, as 17 of the 20 industries had decreased employment. This was led by the accommodations and food service industry that lost 1,539 jobs and decreased employment by 17.2%. Other industries impacted by the pandemic include educational services, manufacturing, healthcare and social assistance, and public administration, as all these industries decreased employment by 400 or more in the region. It should be noted that the arts and entertainment and recreation lost 20.5% of its total employment, with the decrease of 307 jobs. In Economic Development Region 5, or North Central, there was nearly a 7% reduction of total employment, with 4,506 jobs lost from quarter 3 of 2019 to quarter 3 of 2020. Again, the impacts were widespread, with 15 of the 20 industries decreasing employment, led by accommodation and food services, with 1,943 jobs lost. That industry decreased by 20.2%. Other industries impacted include educational services, healthcare and social assistance, manufacturing, arts, entertainment, recreation, and other services, as these industries decreased employment by 300 or more. Lastly, it should be noted that the information sector, while small, did reduce its workforce by nearly 10%, with the loss of 66 jobs in the region. If this month's economic update video raised any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to myself or the labor market team, as we would be delighted to be of assistance. Thanks, and see you next month.